a story that started with a bomb scare outside the residence of one of India's wealthiest, most influential men, Mukesh Ambani, nearly a month ago, turned into a full-fledged political battle that is threatening to topple the Uddhav Thackeray government in Maharashtra. Tonight on Newsworthy, a simple breakdown, but a caveat: this is far from over. In the last week of February, an SUV parked outside Mukesh Ambani's residential tower in Mumbai, Antilla, was found with gelatin sticks, commonly used as explosives. A badly composed threat letter was also recovered. The car's number plate was found to be fake, and days later, the owner of the car, a Mansukh Hiran, was found dead. The investigating officer in this case, Sachin Vaze, reinstated into the force just last year after 15 years in the wilderness, is currently in jail. The Mumbai Police Commissioner till a few weeks ago, Parambir Singh, has been shunted out. And the country's premier anti-terror investigating agency, the NIA, that reports to the Union Home Ministry, is now probing this sordid tale. Let's try and explain to you how it all ties up, or somewhat. Well, BJP, the opposition party in Maharashtra, has been aggressive in the assembly, calling out the Vaze-Sena connection, revealing information to show that Sachin Vaze, the IO in this case, was directly involved in the Ambani bomb scare. They are asking for the Home Minister, Anil Deshmukh's resignation. Anil Deshmukh, an NCP man. And in the process, they are throwing a direct challenge at the Uddhav Thackeray government. So what is the Sena-Vaze connection, and why is this man being spotlighted? Well, Sachin Vaze, one of the most powerful officers in the Mumbai police, was actually a rising star in the 90s, an encounter specialist tasked with taking down gangsters. In 2004, he was actually suspended for the custodial death of a Khwaja Yunus, a suspect in a bombing case. For this, he remained suspended from the Mumbai police for 15 years. But Vaze actually kept himself busy. He joined the Shiv Sena, though his political career didn't exactly take off. But last year, he was fully reinstated, taking charge as the ACP of the Crime Intelligence Unit of the Mumbai Police. Why, you'll ask? Well, the reason offered was that COVID-19 had created an urgent need to reinforce the ranks, and Vaze, though, was actually given no COVID-related work. Instead, he was in charge of a number of high-profile investigations, including the TRP scam and the investigation into Arnab Goswami and many others. Now, Vaze was in all likelihood brought back because of his proximity to the Shiv Sena, something the opposition BJP has rammed very hard in this entire story. Under pressure, the Shiv Sena government made the Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh the fall guy for reinstating Vaze back into the ranks. This is where the story backfires to some extent, because soon after his transfer, Parambir Singh wrote a letter making serious allegations against the Home Minister in the ruling Shiv Sena Congress NCP coalition, Anil Deshmukh. He accused Anil Deshmukh of all kinds of corruption, alleging that the Home Minister, an NCP man, called Sachin Vaze to his official residence and asked him to accumulate about 100 crores a month, part of which could be the hafta collected from bars, restaurants and other establishments in Mumbai. Now, the NCP chief, Sharad Pawar, has denied all of this. I'm guessing the story is still feeling incomplete, right? Number one, what was the intent of the SUV bomb scare? There are reports and opinions saying that the intent was to make it appear as if the Ambanis were a target of an Islamist conspiracy, but not to endanger them in any real way. Remember, they stay in a fortress filled with CCTVs and round-the-clock protection. Number two, who would do this and why? Sachin Vaze? Well, The BJP's Devendra Fadnavis, the former chief minister as well, says he was fronting for his political bosses, the Shiv Sena. So is the Sena behind this sort of frankly loosely hashed conspiracy? Well, we don't know. Look at the timing of the Parambir Singh letter. That bombshell has taken the attention away from the Ambani SUV case and placed it firmly on the Shiv Sena Congress NCP coalition and that 100 crore hafta vasuli charge. The question is, did the erstwhile Mumbai police commissioner just recently figure out that Waze was involved in all of this? Remember, Waze reported to Parambir Singh and the Mumbai police commissioner made him in charge of many high-profile cases like the TRP scam, the Arnab Goswami case, etc. The politics of this story is also where the crux is. The Uddhav Thackeray government is clearly under pressure. Sharad Pawar has left the decision on Deshmukh's exit ostensibly to the chief minister. Whether they can ride this political storm is a big question. And who comes out looking worse here? The advantage, since the Parambir Singh letter, is firmly with the BJP, whose run-ins with the Thackeray government, all those demands for a presidential rule in the state of Maharashtra have all echoed in Parliament. Just one more interesting bit of news as we leave. Parambir Singh's son is married to the granddaughter of Datta Mege, a veteran, retired Vidarbha politician. After a lifetime in Congress, he is currently with the BJP. We'll stop here. Of course, as I said, this is still incomplete. There are more plots and subplots here than in the entire of Mumbai. And we can pick some more of them in another report if you'd like. This story has definitely reached a point where it's newsworthy. If you've been watching, thank you for your time.